Here we go. We made it. We're back. It's Wednesday. We're in the Vineyard Room. Isn't it a beautiful day? Oh my gosh, guys. It has been such a great week. And this weekend is going to absolutely rock. You see the weather? It's going to be gorgeous. Guess what? There's a fireworks show happening this weekend, right guys? This week? Yeah. This Saturday. It starts at what? 7:30? 7:30 fireworks show here at Blue Ridge. We do a free show. Even if you live local and you want to bring the kids out and pool in the field and watch the show from the car, do that. That's why we do it. We want to add value to the community, guys. We love you. Mary Wade, I see you, Mary Wade. I love you're there. Andrew Neff, I see you. What's happening? Oh, you just Ken and Arlene. We got the whole team together, right? There's Ken. That's pretty good, Ken. I see you, man. Good to see you, dude. Man, Ken and Arlene. There's Arlene. That's so good. I love you guys. Oh my God. If I could give you a hug, I'd give you all a hug right now. I love it. Carl, good to see you, man. Oh my God. That was really good. Lily in that order. I love the hearts. Oh my God. So I hope you love today's presentation. It's a lot of fun. We're going to talk about self-limiting beliefs. Because I've seen this play out so many times throughout my life. Y'all know, I mean, my mom raised me as an entrepreneur, right? Ken hugs, I see you, man. And ever since a young kid, my mom raised me to be an entrepreneur, to try to create something new in this world. So I've worked with lots of people, hundreds and hundreds of people throughout my life. And I've seen it happen where we're moving along in life, moving along, and all is well. And they keep growing, and all of a sudden they bump up against this self-limiting belief they got going on in their head. And in order to get past the obstacle that they're up against, they have a choice. They can either change the inside, the self-limiting belief, or they can conform the outside to just not go any further. What's happening, Ken? I see you, man. Tina! And that's the choice we have. And everyone to some degree has a lid. We all have these self-limiting beliefs. I know I do. My name is Randy. I got challenges, right? I got self-limiting beliefs. I'm trying to always overcome them. I'm trying to push the lid as high as I can get it. So here we go. I like that. Andrew Neff, Ken. I like that. We all live with assumptions about our life. And these assumptions about our life, they act like a governor on our aspirations and our dreams. You with me on this? Life is all about assumptions. I tell my wife, I go, love, the assumptions you make of me matter the most because you're going to treat me and act towards me based upon your assumptions. So always assume the best. And I will do the same of you. I love that. Tina goes, hi, Ken. Hi, Randy. What's happening, Tina? Good to see you, Tina. It's going to be such a great weekend. Oh, my God. You see the weather? The fireworks show? It's going to rock. And guess what? For those of you who got a book, we are doing the book launch. It's happening on Thanksgiving weekend. We've committed to this. It's going to be that Friday, right, Sally? Yeah. Friday, the Friday of Thanksgiving weekend. We're going to be in the Grand Tent. I have 5,000 books here. And if you pre-ordered a book, that's when we're going to invite you out there. We're going to be giving away pizza and all kinds of fun stuff and wine and so on. But even if you didn't pre-buy a book, you're still invited. I can't give away the free wine tasting ticket, but you're still invited to it. We want this thing to be the most unbelievable, spectacular day ever. We absolutely love you all. Thank you for being a part of our life. Oh my God. Pam, I see you, Pam. What's going on? Jan, I see you. Good to see you. I love that. What's up? And Donna. Is that Donna? It's Donna. Good to see you, Donna. Ken's there. All right. So we're back to this, right? Self-imposed limits. We all have them. I have them. Self-imposed limits. I heard a saying one time. It said, we should stare at the person that we want to be. In other words, what is the very best image of you that you want to become, and just stare at that all the time. Picture it in your mind. See your future. Just stare at it. We should stare at what we want to become. Simply stare at your future self. But it's easy to become fixated on what's wrong with us, on what's not working, or these perceived self-imposed limits, because they're problems, right? And problems stand out. They always do. But where there's no problem, there's nothing to be seen here, is there? They say where there is no problems, it's invisible. Everything that's good, right, and correct truly is invisible because there's no problem. There's nothing to fix. Betsy, I see you. What's going on? How are you? Yo, John, good to see you, man. So I say this. We should begin to be able to see the invisible. See what's good and focus in on it all the time. And just build on it all the time. You with me on this? By nature, problems do stand out. Where there is no problem, there is nothing to see. Let's begin to see the invisible. Build on the good, little by little, every single day. Stare at the future you that you want to be. You with me on this? In other words, you can only see what you're looking at in this life. And if you're looking at what's holding me back, the self-imposed limits, well, that's exactly that's what we're going to see. But if I can say to myself, no, I don't need to have the inside limiting my outside. I can change in here, and my outside world changes around me. That's the goal. Arlene's with me. Betsy's with me, right? Or said another way, you can only hit a target that you're aiming at. Aim at the good, the clean, the pure, the positive. We always get our focus, good or bad, no matter what it is. So what are these self-limiting beliefs? Hopefully they don't have a louder voice than our hopes. And that's why I wrote this talk, because I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen to young people. I'm working with them, and they come up against something that they think they can do. But once they're in the fire, they're in the mix, all of a sudden they go, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that I feel this tremendous pressure. I don't think I could do this. And the self-limiting whispers whisper in their head going, you can't do it. Well, you know the saying, when you're afraid, just do it afraid. I always want to say to them, just do it afraid. It's just a self-limiting belief that's going on inside your head. I promise you, it does not exist in the outside world. And the moment you get through that, everything on the outside will conform to you. Craig, I see you. Randy, what's going on? How are you, man? Good to see you. I hope you're with me on this. It's powerful stuff. The self-limiting beliefs that we live with that truly does paralyze a life. I love that, Marty. Good to see you, man. You know, like I said before, been an entrepreneur my whole life. About 35 years, I was doing the math on it. My mom had me doing things pretty young, right? And someone's moving through their life and they bump up against these self-limiting beliefs and they have a choice. They can adjust their thinking, or they can adjust their life to conform to their self-limiting beliefs. How many people do you know that conforms their life around the self-limiting beliefs inside their head? The goal is to change in here, not to change the outside world, to conform to small-minded thinking. You with me on this? I love that. Pam, pre-order the book. Picking it up November 25th. We'll be there. I love it. Bunch of gals. It's going to be so much fun, Pam. I can't wait for that day. Oh my gosh. This book, it's been like 3 years in the making to get this book out. Paralyzation happens when we decide that the paralyzing belief of me is going to stop me from pursuing my dreams. There's only one feeling we can have after that, and that's a down feeling. You'll never feel motivated, excitement, and enthusiastic for life when we have these self-limiting beliefs going on in our head. You with me? Pam, cool. I love that, right? Roseanne, I see you, Roseanne. I like that, Ken. No limits. When we adjust our life based upon the self-limiting beliefs, you're only going to feel stuck. You ever talk to someone, they go, I feel so stuck. I love that. Angie, you're watching from Austin, Texas. I love that. It's probably warmer there than it is here, right? I know. Sally was just saying, it's chilly today. I was out mowing this morning. It's pretty chilly out there. Anything is possible. You've all heard me say this. Anything is possible. I think you would all agree. Anything's possible in this world. And every single one of us should use it to our advantage every day of our life. Because we hear it, well, anything's possible. Exactly. Use it to your advantage because anything can happen. Confront the perceived limiting beliefs. Most people run from their limiting beliefs. In other words, they got this limiting belief going on, and then they do things to run from it. They pacify themselves. They ignore them. I call it they run and they numb. They might have a problem going on at home, and instead of going home, they stay at work longer. The problem doesn't go away, and the dreams aren't fulfilled. Or you'd be like me. You got a challenge in your life, and you go to the gym and you work out for like an extra 5 hours, and you're pounding yourself. You're pounding your body there, trying to numb it for the pain. You with me? My name is Randy. I'm being honest with y'all. Or we go to Dunkin' Donuts and we buy 12 donuts because we're going to eat them all tonight. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. Idea to Sally. Right? We run and numb. The better way is to face the self-limiting beliefs. Just face it. Rather than changing the inner world, people adjust the outer world. We don't need to be doing that. We need to be like setting a goal. And no matter what, we will get to that goal. Because every single obstacle is out there. It's put there for the people that don't want it bad enough. That's why they're there. And how many times do we set out for a goal and we come up against these self-limiting beliefs or a challenge and we go, I'm going to adjust the goal. No, you adjust the course. It's kind of like the old airplane story. Plane takes off for Chicago, gets off course a little bit. It doesn't go back and land. It gets back on course. And this is the way life should be. We get back on course. We don't cancel the course. Everything in this world, you, me, businesses, plants, animals, everything in this world is either growing and achieving in life or it's dying. There is no middle ground on this stuff. The grass is growing or dying. Trees are growing or dying. Businesses are growing and dying. People are growing and dying. There's no such thing as maintaining anything. And by the way, if we try to maintain, there's only one way to maintain, and that's coasting downhill. Maintaining is coasting. You're just sitting there holding steady, and there's only one way to go. I tell everyone here at Blue Ridge, we should never maintain, because the first day that we maintain is the first day of the end of it all. Every single business is growing or it's dying. Blue Ridge is always getting better. You notice that? Every time you come here, there'll always be some improvement. And that's because we know the rule. We know the rule of always grow. Whatever obstacle is in the way, get it out of the way. Whatever self-limiting belief you may have, get it out of the way. Don't change the world around you, change the world within you, and the outside world has to change. I hope this talk made sense to y'all. I know it's a deep one. When we do it as a podcast, I promise you, it'll come together a lot tighter. But the overall message that I want to get across to y'all is that we all live with self-limiting beliefs. Good or bad, we do. And I believe that we get these self-limiting beliefs given to us as children. The moment as a child, someone says to us, well, you're really athletic. And you look in the mirror and go, I am athletic. Look at that. You now believe it. And you will now do everything in your world to confirm this belief about yourself. And you will naturally become athletic. But sometimes someone will say to you, you're not good at math, are you? And then you have a math test and you don't do so good. And you look in the mirror and go, yeah, you're not good at math, are you? And boom, the self-limiting belief was installed by someone else's negative self-limiting belief. And we can live like this our entire life. We don't need to. There is no reason. I believe we were all born with gifts that God gave us, and it is our job to maximize those gifts to add value to the world around us. And anything's possible, and we should use that to our advantage. Betsy, I love you. I love this, right? I can't wait for the book either. Oh my God. Thanks, Mary Wade. I appreciate that. Self-limiting beliefs. It's a huge thing, right? It's kind of like the law of leadership, the law of the lid, the law of self-limiting beliefs. How far can you go? There's a talk earlier we did about if we could only see ourselves through the perspective of God's creation of us, holy cow. Holy cow. Anything's possible. We should use it to our advantage. See you guys. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. See you guys. Bye, Arlene.